All right, so do people actually read film resumes? If you have explored my channel, I have a lot of resume things about your film resume. I have live streams that are correcting resumes, and I give live feedback on your resume. And the hope is to make sure that you get hired more. There's a lot of debate. There's a lot of debate out there about whether or not a film resume is actually needed, if it's actually looked at. Do you need to obsess over it to make sure it's good? And will a film resume actually get you jobs? When you go on Reddit and you ask the filmmakers Reddit, the subreddit, if, okay, do I actually need a film resume? A lot of people are like,
oh, well, you know, I haven't submitted my resume to anyone in like 20 years.
That is true for a lot of people. I will not lie. A lot of people do not need a resume because they have gotten to the level that you eventually want to get to, where you don't have to send your resume. You have so many people in your circle, so many people asking you if you're available, that you don't actually need your resume. But those people, when the strike happened, they were like, oh my God, I actually have to get to the point where I have to send my resume. My normal circle of people are not hiring me anymore because they weren't getting hired and they weren't running the shows and they were not producing shows at the moment. Production was down to an all-time low. It is slowly dragging back up. The trend is going back up, but it is happening very, very slow. It is 2026. Now, 2026 is the year where we're coming back into negotiation, so let's just pray and hope that there are no strikes. God, please, God. If you are just starting out, you will absolutely need a resume. If you are leveling up, maybe you were a PA and now you're an AD. Maybe you were a PA and now you're in the office, or a production coordinator. If you are in a spot of just starting or leveling up, you are going to need a resume. Or if you find yourself being very, very experienced, and then you're like, wait a minute, the phone has stopped buzzing. I'm not getting the calls that I normally get. I'm not getting the emails. I'm not getting all the usual, hey, are you available texts that I used to get. This is where your film resume is going to come into play, and you need it. It needs to be good, guys, to make sure that you get that callback, you get that interview, you get the opportunity to fight for yourself to make sure you get that job. And now, I just talked about this in another video, and you can check that video out here. Say, for example, you want to be a set PA, and when you're a set PA, you may or may not know this, but you are going to be hired by the assistant directors. And how hiring happens with assistant directors is that they usually go the first round, the first level is the PAs that they already know and that they've already worked with. The next level is they ask for recommendations from their AD friends, right? So even in that instance, you still need a film resume, because sometimes what happens is that they're working with another AD team that doesn't know you. While your referral or the people that you know and the network has gotten you to the point of getting that interview, you need the resume to back you up. This is why, yes, you do need a film resume. It needs to be easy and quick to read. And I say this so often, and a lot of people just don't, they don't heed my advice.
Please believe me. Please believe me.
And they just go on to any regular resume website or service, and you end up getting a resume that looks like a corporate, messy, paragraph long. It looks like a friggin' essay, and I don't want to read an essay. Think about film. Film is an art form, guys, and if you are reaching into the film world, this is a creative world, and you should be creative with your resume. I'm not going to turn this into a resume advice video, because I have videos there for you. I have videos here that will lead you on, like, how do I make a resume with no experience? I have that for you. Someone who has no experience is going to have to make sure that they are showing their personality, showing their skills, showing that the other jobs I've had will actually lend me to be a better set PA. There's a lot of things out there that are going to be advised you do on your resume that you shouldn't do. Here's the thing with film resumes, is that your film resume is going to be read by a person. Unless you are applying to something like, I don't know, the NBC page program or something, where you know thousands of people are applying and they have to actually have the bots and the AI scan your resume, then you kind of, that in that instance, you're going to have to kind of follow that corporate resume. But if you are applying to assistant directors or producers, or maybe you're trying to be a director's assistant and you send your resume to a director, then you have to make sure you're appealing to the human being. And that is making it easy and quick to read. You don't have paragraphs. Make sure that you bold your position. Make sure you bold the fact that what show you worked on is there, and not about the company. A lot of people like love to highlight the company, but this is something that you should not do. Yes, have it on the resume. Have it on there. You do not want the company to be like, oh my God, like that's the first thing you see. You want your positions and the things about you to pop off the page. So when it comes to your resume, you want to make it one page. You want it to look really, really pretty, and make sure you're appealing to the human being. Because first of all, if you are in the American film market, there's not a lot of time. We're overworked. We got like hundreds of resumes to go through, and we don't have time to read like a 4 or 5 page resume. If you are from another country, your film resume can be 2 or 3 pages, but still make it nice and still make it pretty. Because here's the thing, is that a lot of people are still afraid to add color and texture and different fonts to their resume, and they don't stand out, and then they kind of get looked over. Because sometimes if a resume is pretty, it's like I'll tend to look at it a little bit longer just based on my eyeballs and what I like to look at. Do you need a film resume? Yes, you absolutely do. And please, 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 the file name. Everyone forgets about the file name. Make sure that you put your name, your actual name, in the file name. If I'm hiring people and like 15 people put film resume or resume, this does not make it easy for me to kind of go through and save resumes if I put them in a folder and all this stuff. So the file name actually is kind of important here to help being organized. Make sure that you're updating it all the time. After each job, update it. Even if that job is one day, those jobs matter and they count, okay? So update your resume as often as possible, because you don't want to be in a scenario where a whole year goes by and you're like, oh crap, I gotta update my resume, I gotta send it out to these people. Then you have to spend way more time on it than you initially would if you just updated it after each job. Because for me to update my resume with one new credit after I just finished is like 5 minutes. Maybe, if that. Now, if I went a whole year and some change of not updating my resume, well then first of all, I'm sending my resume and it's not updated and that's not accurate, and I want to make sure that all the work that I've done is on that page. It's going to take me way longer to reformat certain things, and it's like, I don't want to spend that much time on it, guys. I don't want to spend that much time.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Make sure you're updating your resume. Now, if you want to learn about how to do a really good film resume, definitely submit your resume to the free live streams that I do when it comes to me giving feedback on resumes, or check out the playlist that I have for you below. But I also have a resume workshop for you available on my website, beyondfilmschool.com. If you need personal help, you can book a one-on-one with me. It is up to you, but if you need help, I am here for you. So I'm answering the question, do you need a film resume? Do people actually look at it? Yes, yes they do. Please believe me, do not let your resume just kind of collect dust and just look outdated. So good luck out there. You are going to do great. If you look at your resume, you update it, I know that you will definitely get more film jobs out of it.